Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
Check, Bobcat. Let's go. 19 Tiger. Cut up.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Unlock line. No, Cowboy 80. Street.
Offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Ready.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Come on. 18 Cardinal.
They'll go again with Vincent. Slowing materializing there as they get maybe a yard up at 45. The Cardinals hit 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Here we go, set. 19, 18. Let go.
Give left side for Benson. He's taking that just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Smash. Ready. Check mash. Cougar 19. Huh.
Run for the first down. And he's got Howard cutting his first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Roll. 60 Bison. Hurt.
Byron Young there on the stop. And he the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready. Hut. Ready, ready.
Throwing Sanders. Takes a shot. Lee says this will be incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. Well, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
3, Mustang, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready.
Sanders to throw. It's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to draw that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. In the victory last week as he sends this one away. Looking to put a drive together.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. 19, Tiger, 19.
Throwing to start the drive. Chambers. Swung out wide to Harris. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11 now. Operating for the goal. Chambers. That's caught. He's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's 2nd and 8. Going to be taken in here by McCool. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Arizona defense. They're coming to top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Let's go now. Half the 60, half the 60.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's right. First down as a tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Now a first down carry for Harris. Touchdown Rams. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a strip on the ball. It's a loose ball. Lions have got it going away. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. A costly mistake there in the return game. That is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
Throwing to start the drive. Chambers. And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Let's go.
Harris runs straight ahead. And there'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. They motion the running back out left. Operating from the gun. Chambers.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Cowboy 18 ready. 18 ready.
Looking to throw. Chambers. He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. He is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At their own 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out. You learn as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
60 Maverick.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Cowboy, trap 60, trap 60.
To throw is Sanders. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Let's go. 18, Rattler, 18.
They'll shift things around.
Go.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Warrior 70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Sanders. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Buffalo 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. Defense coming through on 3rd down. Loss of 7 to bring up 4. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
You can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you play.
There he goes left side. Are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Folk for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Let's go now.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Go! Ready?
Here's Sanders. And the RPO will keep it safe. This is taken in by McBride. And Eddie Allen's been able to get it up past the 45. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Now Sanders. Multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
2 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
Set up the screen to DeMarcano. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before getting the first down.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Go!
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true. Last time, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Let's go now. 19.
He'll try again with here on 2nd down. It's a shuttle pass and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And they're using that in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
Back to throw. Chambers. That is incomplete. They had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down
what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets us inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Rams.
They hand this off to him. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Operating for the down. Chambers. This pass incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, Cardinal. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
60 Eagles.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Chambers. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams continue to pull away here this first half. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And that's a extra point. It is 28-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they're looking for us to try and get something out of this drive. He'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Down. 33, yellow.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Ready?
On the kill, this is Harris. Waiting for one a few times here today. This one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Go! Ready?
Going to run the toss here to Harris. Just a yard or two shy of the 30. 164 yards for him on the ground yards. He has been terrific here this afternoon.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle, here's Cole. So it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Let's ready.
Not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
3rd and 12.
Ready, check go.
Looking to throw. Chambers. Pass complete there to McCool. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And the former Arizona Wildcat Folk gets this one to go. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time it forced him to take him to 3.
You did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. And he loses the football at 17. 18-yard line is where they take over. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Amen. Ready.
Back to throw. Chambers.
Sometimes, isn't it? Go to the defenders or not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Shut up. Let's go.
They get this in. Just continue to roll.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
They have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
On for the extra point is Folk. And he's been a busy man to fight for 3rd now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Ready.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't be in this one. Keep diving deep into the offensive play. Don't quit competing. At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. That's taken it around the 40. 51 yards on the punt there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
The give to Harris. He's fighting on down. It's a third base. Down at 5. 201 yards rushing for now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not, that's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
Yeah, I did. My bad. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Set.
They run again with Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Set. Hawk, set.
Harris is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Ready.
Corum. He's going to take this one for the Rams touchdown. On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough day at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Here we go. 22 needle. Ready.
He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. To rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Okay, ready?
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And now even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they run quickly once more. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Take go.
They'll run again with Harris. They'll get about 3 up past the 25.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Chambers. As he throws there, incomplete. The passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return is Jones. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Take it to the half.
the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
The Steelers drive to the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that.
Ready.
That's the type of run we
52
planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's get it going.
This defense had given him anything more, maybe a yard to the 36.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set. 50. Green. Ready. Go.
Here's a deep ball. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
Losing yards. Back at the 36. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
I'm just wondering, will they run back onto this gigantic lead? I guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Here we go, set. 6 the Eagles, 6 the Eagles.
Loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones on the return. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Set, hut. Black 40. Hut.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
We got this. Play here. Let's go. It's all about teamwork.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
And we will take a knee here. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining.
Ready. Black 95. Hut, hut.
And they take a knee. So the Rams with a victory here. I'll tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
The offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing,